a fish finning right in here. I think he's right there. I thought it was a big red, but it's a big old black drum eating crabs. I threw that prawn star in there and he snarked it up. I mean, just snarked it up. Turn my trolling motor off. Put my pin down here. Oh, medium action rod here. I just wanted to throw this is my EDC. I just wanted to get a couple casts on some nice fish today. Came out here, and as you can see, it's very, very hazy today, so tough to sight fish in these conditions, but wear this joker down, not let them get too much grass on them. Fortunately for me, this is a FlatsClass medium fast, but it's got a lot of backbone in this rod. So it's designed to throw lighter baits, like the prawn star. Prawn star is a little bit leggy, so you know when you're throwing in this kind of wind, you can hear the wind, you can hear the canes behind me. I wanted to show everyone how nice and easy it is to still be successful. I don't think I'm gonna bring this guy in the boat. I think I'm just gonna reach down and unhook him. Man, did he hammer that little shrimp. He didn't think nothing of it. All right, I've got a hook out right over here. We're gonna just make this painless for this guy. It's about probably a 20-pound drum. All right, hold on. I might have to pull you out of the water anyway. Didn't want to. Prawn star really got you, buddy. They do put a solid hook. That hook did not even open up. That's all of 20 pounds. Woo! As you can see, this bait, it's got a pretty robust hook in it. It does not flex. So it's just one of those leggier style baits that weighs, 5/16, 3/8, where I can get a nice cast. It might even weigh a half an ounce when I come to think of it. But it swims so beautifully and looks so natural. I've thrown it to 4 or 5 fish over the last few days, and not one of them has refused it. And I thought this would be the perfect test for this reel, which the reel did impress me from baits. This is an entry-level reel for many of the customers in the baits lineup, or looking to get into the lineup, because they're looked as a premium brand. This is their first die-cast aluminum model. And I thought, hey, let me take one out to Louisiana and test it. There's not a better testing ground than on those big behemoths that swim around here in the marsh. All right, let's do this again. Whew. Next. There's 2 little redfish right here. Man. That second one's trying to get him. That is a slick little casting rod right there, buddy. I will tell you, we designed this rod, honestly, we designed it so you could make a cast like that. Nice, soft, tight to the cover. You saw they were plucking snails off the stalks of all this cane, and I was able to pitch it right there nice and soft, and they were able to tune into it quickly. I mean, this is not a bad fish. He's probably 21 or 22. They grow them thick here in Louisiana. They grow them thick, but this prawn star is a absolute beast of a bait here, because everything eats a shrimp in the water here. Oh, get my prawn star back from this dude. Yeah, that little bait there gets it done. Nice looking fish. Really nice looking redfish. Heavy for their length. Gorgeous. All right, bub, back you go. Woo! So let's talk a little bit about setup. You probably have noticed that I don't use leader here at all. There's really no need to. I just find a knot catches a lot of the algae and the grass in the water, so I'd rather just have it straight braid. This is 30-pound braid because this is a little shallower spool. This is the Bates EDC 100. It's an 80 size reel with a 100 size spool. Nice little setup here. This is my medium, 7.3 medium fast. One of my favorite sight fishing rods, it truly is. It's long enough for me to make a long cast, but it's just got enough tip in this one. You know, when you really look at it, it's got enough tip where I can make that nice little soft and feather cast. EDC stands for Everyday Carry on the Reel, just in case you were curious. And it is a DAB braking system, which means digitally assisted braking system. So you got your tension knob, and then you've got the chip. This is the control for the chip inside, and it's charged really with kinetic energy. Every time you cast and reel it back, it's charging that chip, and it makes decisions, I mean thousands of decisions on the spool speed as you're casting. So it doesn't matter what you choose to throw, you can really do a good job. Some of you know I'm a big proponent of micro braid, but when we're fishing out here with all this hydrilla in the water, all this cane, it's a lot better to be fishing with Gen 3 diamond braid. So I'm gonna get us back up here. I'm gonna look to see if there's any more of these redfish in these little canals in here, and or little cuts, I should say, not really canals, or just kind of little wash throughs from the main hardwood canal over there, or bayou, I should say, now that I'm in Louisiana, and see if we can't do this again. Some of these little back pockets and drains are pretty good on the downwind side. We have a horrible amount of tidal movement today. It's like nil. So I'm trying to make the best of a bad situation by playing wind. Wind is going to be a big factor. So I'm kind of going in every little pocket that it's on the downwind blow through and see if I don't see one. Guess I'm going to try to get closer. Luckily I got a 4-wheel drive trolling motor. Looks like there's 3 reds there. The big one's on the back side. This is why you use Generation 3 braid. 40 pounds, so you can do this. Is that incredible or what? And mind you, this is a medium action rod on this EDC. Crazy. Oh man. Man, oh man. You get the boat grip on them. Okay. Oh. Lordy. This is a unbelievable bait. They hold on to it for so long. The best shrimp bait ever made is the prawn stars. I'll tell you what. Jose Chavez did one hell of a job when he designed this thing. Fish will hold on to it for seconds. Not 1 second, I mean multiple seconds, and give you a chance to control them. Unbelievable. Another really nice fish back in here in the back. This guy's got a little tail rot on him. Ooh. He's been back here, he's been beat up a little bit. All right, I gotta drink you go. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. What a little bait. And like I said, you know, this is not the type of equipment I typically would fish in a zone such as this. This is mostly just bass gear, and that's what I thought I was going to do today, was come back into one of these ponds and bass fish. You can see how clean it is. I've seen very few bass, and the ones I've seen have only been yay big, but I've seen plenty of redfish and a few drum, and it's been nice. It's been nice, and Prawn Stars is one of about 4 or 5 baits that I've really become, you know, reliant on when I fish here. So what do you say we do it again? I see a big sheep's head back in there. Probably jump out of my skin if a damn gator jumps out, but the adventure part of this just gets me. I feel like I'm 12 again. Yeah, baby. Prawn Star never fails. Absolute best shrimp. Best shrimp of all time. The others try, but no one makes one like these guys. Jose Chavez, what a deal you have made here. Unbelievable. We are so lucky to have you on pro staff, building the brand for us. Good Lord. That has been an amazing bait. Not just today, but every day. They just, if they see it, they eat it. Bass right there. Holy cow. Even a bass likes it. I said there's a couple of bass right there, and I got one. Little swamp bass. This is the back of a drain. Boy, he wanted it too. He didn't hesitate. Whoop. Go on, padoosh. Not my best bill dance, folks, but it's kind of cool. Here's a big one right here. Wow. Wow, wow. I better go after him. I think he got me. That was a hell of an eat, but I couldn't do anything with him. That fish was 40 plus inches long. Probably cut me off in this grass. Yes, he did, as you can see. Whew, 30-pound braid just cut right off. Ugh, that hurt, but I knew that was going to happen. Throwing out a 40 plus inch fish with a smaller rod, and I was going to have to give chase at about 100 to catch him. Prawns are, baby. Everything eats them. Everything eats them. But I think I've had enough. I think we're going to put them to bed. All right. What a day of fishing. Even on a terrible tide day, today was the actual flip-flop tide day. It's the day I usually schedule myself off. I do that because it can be very, very challenging to get fish to eat. And the way that I do it is what you saw today. I spend a lot of time in the broken cane hunting around and spend a lot of time in the grass. It's a little bit different when I'm working with clients and you got two guys on the boat. You need to be able to have some casting lanes and stuff. Today was a lot of close quarter fishing, but gotta admit, the prawn stars, really an invaluable bait out here. It's in my top 5 every time I come out here, whether I put it under a popping cork or just sight fish it with it, you know, like I did today. This is actually a color that's pretty cool. It's called the Cajun Cricket, and I probably should have had that one on, but it's hard to argue that the Golden Boy did not do its job. It got everything, and then the big redfish, as you saw, got me. It smoked me, actually. I couldn't even stop it. The rod I like to throw this on, since this is only like a 5/16, this is the medium fast in my inshore FlatsClass series there at Fitzgerald. It's a nice 7.3 rod, great for landing the bait, extremely soft. I paired it up with the new EDC 100. This is from Baits. This is their digital DC reel. They call it DAB, digitally assisted braking system. And the everyday carry, really solid. I'm impressed, and it's at an affordable price for those of you that might be interested in getting into the baits culture. The rod itself, it's the best rod for sight fishing and landing soft. You can see my playground here is quite treacherous between the canes and the viney grass in the water and the lily pads. It's quite the obstacle course once you're hooked up. But you ever come out here, want to do it yourself deal, this is an amazing playground to do that. And if you pay attention to the signs that will tell you whether the fish are there and look for the right water clarity on different tides. I love looking for that outgoing tide and downwind side of most of these cane islands where it filters it out. And I've been coming here 20 years, so I'm in a really good rhythm here. I always seem to do well, even when I've been gone for a while, I always show up here, and I'm never at a loss to catch fish pretty much immediately. It's a fun place to come to. It's a fun place to entertain clients. It's a fun place to make content for all of you. Hopefully you enjoyed today's show. If you did, give us that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and consider joining FlatsClassUniversity.com, where I drill down into how-to of inshore fishing a lot deeper than I can do in a YouTube episode. That's all I've got for you for now. Headed back to the lodge and get a little jambalaya.